So is Cristiano Ronaldo set to leave Manchester United? This is the question that's going through a lot of people's minds at the moment, and it's quite an interesting concept because this obviously comes off the back of the Middlesbrough match where, it wasn't a very good performance by Manchester United and it wasn't a very good performance by Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo missed a key penalty that would have won us the game, and we've ended up going out of the FA Cup on penalties. So let's examine this possibility that Cristiano Ronaldo will leave in the summer. To be fair, there will be no shortage of suitors for him. There's no illusion to what he can still do on a football pitch. The capability that he still has of scoring goals. However, let's examine sort of him to Manchester United, and I think if you want to understand if he'll leave, I think you have to understand the transfer in the first place. Because the transfer, if you look at it, it wasn't a move that Ronaldo needed, and it wasn't a move that Manchester United needed. So the transfer in the first place didn't really make sense for either side. Cristiano Ronaldo was with Juventus. He was with a club that, whilst they just lost sort of their first league title in like nearly 10 years to Inter Milan, make of that what you will, they'd lost their first league title, so I think he was kind of on a downer from that. But Juventus are a team very much capable of, winning trophies and competing for the Champions League. Now I understand that Ronaldo seems to have some sort of warped loyalty towards United because that's where he sort of made his career, but the reality is we were never going to be in that position. You can see by the project that the Glazers have got, they don't recruit well. They don't recruit the right type of players. They're always going for merchandise sales off the pitch. They're not worried about what's going on the pitch. So that's why this move made no sense for Cristiano Ronaldo. As far as Manchester United go, it didn't make any sense for them either. Ever since he left us, there was talk about him coming back, and there were several times where that would have made sense. I remember when Louis van Gaal was the manager and we didn't have any creativity in our team and we just had such dead wingers all the time. We had Ashley Young and Valencia, and then we had Memphis Depay who hadn't worked out, and I was thinking, well, this would be a good time for Ronaldo to come back. Goal scoring winger, it might be what we need. But we didn't do it then. We've chosen to do it now. If you think back to 2 years ago, we had Anthony Martial, who looked like he'd just established himself as the club's top number 9 and scored 23 goals in the season, which is not bad considering the players that we had around him for half of that year. So Anthony Martial was the top number 9, right? Then that summer, instead of getting a centre-back, we ended up buying Cavani, another number 9, who was 33 years old. Cavani does really well, but it completely slides Martial off form. Whilst that signing was good and Cavani got quite a few goals, it didn't really make the team work better because it meant when he was injured and then Martial or somebody else had to come back in, it meant they were then out of practice at playing that role as the full-time number 9. So it wasn't a good signing in the way that Cavani was never going to be the long-term solution. So then this summer, we go and sign Cristiano Ronaldo. What we had last year was a team of individuals, right? We had a team of individuals, we had some Mavericks, we had Bruno, and we had Rashford, and we had Pogba, and those 3 were Mavericks. What we needed was to start playing a more team-oriented brand of football. But then instead of doing that, we've brought in Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's something which I just can't understand. I can't understand it. So I wouldn't be surprised if Cristiano Ronaldo does leave this summer. The reason being, it's not worked out for him at United. His goal scoring record in the league, not that good. He could win the Champions League with us, and I think in that instance he would be persuaded to stay. But we've just lost out on the FA Cup, which is a big chance for us to win a trophy. We're not doing very well in the league, and he's not doing very well in the league. So it would not surprise me to see him leave to potentially a PSG, just so he can play with Messi, or he might even go back to Real Madrid to try and save them. I very much doubt he'd go back to Juventus. He might even go back to Sporting Lisbon. There's a few different things that Ronaldo might do. The way that he keeps himself in shape, he could still play at a very high level for quite a few years. But I could definitely see this happening, and I don't think everyone's acting like it would be some disaster, but I don't think it would be a disaster for Ronaldo, and I don't think it would be a disaster for Manchester United. So that's what I have to say about it. As always, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. My Patreon is in the link in the description. See you next time.